Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here, welcome. And today I'm going to talk about liver disease because I have liver disease, and I'm going to talk about my journey with it and how it came about that I ended up doing something about it and how I knew I had it and stuff like that. So, I have fatty liver disease. So I know there's different types, but I have the fatty liver disease, um, which is common with people who are overweight. I know that. I know I've had mine since I was probably like a decade, and it slowly over time got worse and worse. I was getting blood work done for other conditions like my mental health, and I was getting blood work done, and it was coming back that my liver enzymes were elevated, but nothing was done. It was just considered part of because of the medications that I take and stuff like that. Um, Nothing was done. It wasn't a concern. It was just something that like the psychiatrist just thought, oh yeah, this is just because of all the medications and it's okay because it wasn't too high. Um, when I also have IBS, which I think I'm going to do a whole story on that alone. But I have IBS and it got really bad. I was also drinking alcohol a lot, and my IBS got really bad. And as soon as I got off the alcohol, I decided it was time to see GI. I think it was with my psychiatrist that I decided it was time to see a GI, and I got referred to a GI, a gastrointestinal doctor, I think is the name of it. Someone who does like your digestive tract, if you don't know that. And I went because my bowels were crazy when I came off alcohol. Everything was out of whack. I was sick as can be. I had so much pain, which was my fibromyalgia, and I was just a mess. I was physically just a mess, and I'm doing a lot better these days. So he started doing tests. This GI started doing tests. He did. We did the stomach first. He went in my stomach to check and make sure everything was okay in my stomach. He was checking for Crohn's and like colitis and stuff, and so we did that. And then next I had the other end, and I had that done, and he wanted to make sure there wasn't anything in there that he needed to see. And he did he wanted like a biopsy of anything. He took a biopsy out of my stomach, just to like test out some stuff. I know I had a little bit of gastritis in my stomach, which comes along with it, which isn't really a big deal compared to some of the other stuff I go through. So he did that, and he did a liver biopsy. Did x-rays. I had x-rays done. I had a CAT scan done. I had the whole thing done, testing everything to make sure like I was okay because I had been really sick. And the eventually like the x-rays and like I don't know if the ultrasounds, I had ultrasounds too. The x-rays came back that I had a spot on my liver, and like a spot on it, and he wanted to make sure he knew what it was. He definitely was checking for cancer and stuff through the whole process, and he wanted to double check what it was. And so I had that done. They drugged me up and put me on, like, I was awake for this procedure, and I remember being in the room, and I remember asking my friend for guidance and help and comfort and strength. She's passed away, and I remember she got me through that, and they did a biopsy on my liver at that spot, And once they got that spot, they checked it and they had the biopsy. And once that was over, that was over. These tests were not fun to have. Um, I had a pain for a few days after that, and it was hard to move around. Um, and it came back that it's just like it was fatty tissue from the fatty liver disease, and it's like it shows up that there's like a tissue there on my liver that is there from it. And he was like double checking everything and everything like that. I also had a special ultrasound done, where it like vibrated and it like could tell how much damage had been done to my liver, because he knew there had been damage done, or to see where it was at. Not necessarily, I think at this point it can still actually heal all the way, because the liver is amazing and can heal from like anything pretty much. But and we'll get to that later if I have permanent damage. But I had that done on my side, and he wanted to see what category I was for where my liver was, if it was like jaundice or cirrhosis, and I actually fell in the category of right before cirrhosis, so like it was turning, but like this was like a few years ago, and so it was turning into cirrhosis, and so I definitely couldn't drink again, and that definitely keeps me going, and I I'm trying to gather my thoughts. The best thing for me to do was to lose weight, and losing weight for me is the hardest thing to do. And with fatty liver disease, it makes it more difficult to lose weight. And plus, I have my thyroid's off too, so it's difficult to lose weight with that going on and everything. And so, like, that is like one of the best treatments for it, and exercise and diet. Now, I find that the best diets I've had for myself were vegan like diets. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm doing really well with my IBS and my liver disease. The liver, I don't know what's going on with my liver. I know when I was in the hospital and over the years, my enzymes have gone down like crazy through blood work. I don't know for tests, but I missed seeing him when I was in the hospital. But I'll be seeing him. I'll be seeing him soon in June, I think. I see him. So I don't know what he'll want to do. More tests probably. There's a few tests he likes to just do. To like the ultrasound, he's done a few times because he's just checking where I'm at and like if it's healing a little bit and stuff. So, but I just keep doing my part as much as I can, as exercising and diet and stuff. And it's such a struggle for me. It's so hard for people with this liver disease it makes it so difficult to recover through diet and stuff like that, because it makes it more difficult to lose weight. And that's usually like people who have this are people who are overweight. It's the most people that I know that comes along with it, and some people have it and don't even realize they have it. But like mine's all cleared up right now, like some of my symptoms. So that's really good in itself. Now that I'm not binging as much, but I still have my bulimia issues, it makes it more difficult to eat healthy and stuff like that. And my blood work is coming back like way better these days. So it's really, really good. So yeah. The reason why my liver got this bad was I had fatty liver disease, and then I take medications that filter through my liver, and then I was drinking heavily, and then it all added up, and it's all like done this has gotten to me to this point. So definitely I might keep you updated on my appointments with that and how I'm going, how I'm doing with that. And I look forward to seeing him to see if the last test I did, which was almost a year ago, if there was any improvement. And that was a year ago. And if there's improvement, then there's probably more improvement. So I'm just excited about that. So anyways, guys, please, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram's down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you guys.